I am Iron Man.
Around 2004, a meeting between Robert Downey Jr. and Marvel took place. They discussed Robert Downey Jr. playing a character in the Marvel Universe on screen. The character's name? Dr. Doom. In this movie, 2005's Fantastic Four. Oh, and don't worry, Iron Man still would have happened because Tom Cruise was being considered for that. Robert Downey Jr. didn't get lucky because he was able to become Iron Man instead. He got lucky because every movie that has had Dr. Doom as a villain has not just failed, but managed to take one of the greatest villains ever written and... yeah, Green Darth Vader here is just the tip of the iceberg. But now Hollywood's trying again.
I am Dr. Doom!
Dr. Doom is the ruler of a country, Latveria. He is a monarch. He is also one of the most recognizable silhouettes ever put to page. He is a rare character that doesn't need reinventing. He's not meant to be complicated. He's meant to be big, massive in persona and identity. So what did movies in the 2000s do? They shrunk him. In 2005, this version of Dr. Doom would hit screens. Instead of the ruler of a nation, he's a CEO. On paper, it sounds like you're modernizing Doom, but it demythologizes him in practice. A CEO can be fired, answers to shareholders. A CEO is temporary. Doom is supposed to be permanent. So you place him inside corporate politics, and now you've made him smaller than the superheroes instead of larger. In this movie, the Fantastic Four and Doom all get superpowers from the same experimental accident. And Victor here is upset at first because his shareholders are angry at the failed space excursion. So now he's got a grudge with Reed Richards that is professional at its core. His ambition becomes revenge, and some of it is from messing with his money. That's not Dr. Doom. Doom rarely acts out of hurt, he acts out of conviction. So in the comics, this conviction makes things like his trademark speeches land like scripture instead of a tantrum, like you could argue he's throwing here. See, to the people of Latveria, Doom is close to a god. To his people, he's a protector. He's arguably the smartest man on Earth. And he doesn't seek destruction. He seeks perfection. Doom is scary because he's not irrational. He's scary because he's hyper-rational, not a grumpy businessman. Now, this might bring this guy to mind, but we'll get there. When this movie flattens all of that to jealous genius has an accident and is angry, you remove the moral architecture and make him seem petty, which, well, is about to become a little trend.
All that you know is at an end.
What do you mean by that? Wait!
Now we arrive at the sequel, which arguably has bigger Doom problems. This, though, is Secret Wars. You probably recognize it from this right here. This is Doom at his peak. After the multiverse collapses, Doom literally remakes reality and becomes its ruler. Not to create chaos, he genuinely believes he saved existence. He did what no one, even Reed Richards, could do, and his will saved everyone. The scary part? He's kind of right. Doom's reality, at least for a good part of the story, is stable. There's law, there's order. Reed stopping him finally feels like a victory, but also a question. Was he right? And how powerful is Doom? This is him literally killing Thanos in Secret Wars. Well, Doom in Rise of the Silver Surfer isn't so complex. Doom is still a little salty that Sue Storm chose Reed over him, a decision, by the way, that makes part of his motivation across these movies seem petty and immature, not very Doom. But the bigger problem here is once again making Doom small to avoid having to write big. Doom here isn't even really a supervillain. He's an opportunist hovering around someone else's apocalypse.
It is known by many names. My people called it Galactus.
He is reacting to cosmic events rather than causing them. Doom is meant to be the event. So when this movie turns him into someone who steals power at the last minute like a snake, it reframes him as desperate. Something Dr. Doom should never be. Even when losing, like in Secret Wars, Doom should always carry himself as if he knows history will correct itself in his direction. But even still, there's good in these two movies. They have their fans, and rightfully so, mostly because this is far from worst case scenario. No, worst case scenario would come here.
How about two guys, a girl, and the thing that nobody wanted?
Hey, we both know that you could take him.
You're looking at rapper MF Doom. He connected with Dr. Doom's story personally. When he decided to take on the moniker of Doom after personal tragedy, he put on this mask. And after that, he was almost never seen publicly without it on again. And this is Fant 4 Stick, as it was called on release.
If this world must die, so that mine may live, so be it.
In this movie, the studio tried to correct smallness by going so exaggeratedly big that everything meant nothing. Again, writing big is hard. And finally, this is Doom in the comics. Doom's face is almost never shown. He wears the mask by choice, in some cases out of pride, self-loathing over his scarring. The mask, though, represents ego, identity, and importantly, self-mythologizing. He refuses to be seen as flawed. He wants to be viewed as a god. Here, this face mask thing is an accident, not a choice. It's a piece of metal fused to his face in a mishap. It's biological, it's almost shock horror instead of symbolism. It means nothing, essentially. And we're gonna come back to this. But that's just one of the foundational misunderstandings of the character here. Here's what this Doom gets right. Reed Richards is still kind of his rival. He is green-ish. The instinct obviously was to let Doom's visual menace speak for itself. That doesn't work when he looks like this. All you've done now really is remove personality. He's a near silent, floating destruction machine in this film. Visually intense, sure, kind of, but dramatically anonymous. He's just an angry god. No twisted nobility like Doom should have. It's just rage. That could be any villain. You could rename him, say to Green Man, and lose nothing. You wouldn't even know he was Doom unless you were told. That's the ultimate adaptation sin. It's the same mistake that was made here, removing personality just like Deadpool in Wolverine Origins. The physical characteristics here were also destroyed and smoothed over as well. This was a period of time, apparently, where writing a villain became so difficult, they just slapped his mouth shut and sanded his exterior. All this movie did was attempt to make Doom more powerful. Marvel is full of powerful beings. That's not why Doom is memorable. You remember Doom because of his perspective. He argues and judges, he explains why others are unfit. So without meaningful ideology then, this spectacle just becomes noise. But now, we arrive here.
We give you
at Hollywood's next attempt.
the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Avengers Doomsday. This is meant to be the new big bad Thanos replacement, and a lot of comic Doom can be seen already in the MCU's Thanos. He believes he is right, and is the only one strong enough to do what must be done. He doesn't believe what he is doing is wrong, he just thinks that the Avengers aren't capable of seeing it. Secret Wars was about Doom's role in a multiverse collision. It probably will be here too. Casting Iron Man as Doom in these movies isn't necessarily bad or good, but it is interesting. Doom is about tone, managing it. This is what Hollywood keeps getting wrong. He shouldn't banter, he shouldn't wink or quip. He also shouldn't be silent. He should never feel level with the world around him. Honestly, less supervillain and more emperor. And modern blockbuster film is terrified of that level of theatrical sincerity because when handled wrong, it just feels, well, honestly, kind of silly. That's where the word corny comes into play. So can the ultimate arguer, the primary quipster, become Doom? Well, yes. Just look at this. Robert Downey Jr. is perfect there. Menacing, powerful, but Doomsday must show all of what Doom is. Doom must be able to speak uninterrupted. He must be able to win debates. He must maintain an air of dignity. He must maintain a tone that Iron Man wasn't built for. And that's risky in an MCU designed for momentum and jokes a minute when you cast Iron Man. Great villains come from confidence in the writing, and Doom is about moral complexity. It's uncomfortable for audiences to be shown a villain that challenges their moral universe. But that's what Doom must be. In the same way, honestly, Tony was. That makes the casting fit better in that context. But Tony was a hero. And until a studio fully embraces that discomfort with a villain, allows its audience to be shown something that really challenges their beliefs about what bad is, Doom will keep being shaved down into something softer, and maybe something smaller. Doom shouldn't be hard to adapt. He should be hard to stomach. Let's hope the MCU understands that. Oh, and maybe don't have him do this. I'm Dewey. If you enjoyed this episode, press the like button down below. And if you want to see more episodes on the channel, press subscribe. And this has been